Heroes, prepare for combat.
All right, we got a nice long prediction for all of you. At level 7, Orphea is going to be going into the Chomp talent, so she'll be building up stacks. But let's introduce our players here. For the Division A matchup, we have Magnitude Epicenter on the left-hand side with a MDC Leoric, Delta Tassadar, Magdadio is your Stukov. Polite Gamer will be the Varian, and Sexy Vegan on the Sylvanas. Right side of the map is 9 to 5 with a Zombie Boss Orphea. Mike Ike on the Sonya. Mark will be your Diablo. Fitting, I think, is how you say their name, is the Imperius, and Ferret will be the Lucio. Get your predictions in on the Orphea level 7, if you'd like to do so. If you know the results, you are welcome to gamble. I actually didn't realize that Lucio is going to be taking Party Mix. Yo, wait. Fitting just took Celestial Charge level 1? Oh my god, an Imperius player actually taking Celestial Charge level 1, and look at that, a guaranteed first kill. Celestial Charge comes through and just sacrificing, Imperius is dying for mana. That was the reason. It has nothing to do with Celestial Charging in by accident right there. So we'll see a 1-for-1 kill at the start. Lucio with Party Mix already at 108 stacks. We could have done a gamble on this. When does he finish, you know? Before level 10 or after. But either way, we got our Orphea level 7 talent going for that Twitch prediction. Sonya misses the spear in top. Backs away from the Drain Hope of MDC. Tassadar with Psionic Storm level 1. Psy Infusion. Got the Low Blow Stukov. Osin's Renewal Leoric. We also see Lion's Maw on the Varian. And Withering Barrage for the Sylvanas. Sorry, Might of the Banshee Queen. Withering Barrage, I think, is later on. Same talent icon. Got that Impaling Light for the Imperius. Why is Impaling Light so cool? Because Celestial Charge final damage is increased by 75%, and its cooldown is reduced by 1.25 seconds for each Valorous brand on the target when the stun completes. Baseline cooldown for Celestial Charge, I believe, it's 10 seconds. I thought it was 8, I'll be honest. I had it wrong, that's why we had to double check. But, I mean, I'm an amazing caster, and I never get anything wrong. Everything is perfect. And we knew it was 10 seconds. So, Taunt Varian level 10. Got that Soul Shield on the Diablo for level 1. Tassadar Electric Fence. Paralyzing Rage for the Leoric, as looks like we'll have Bruiser Camps grabbed on both sides. Down, back, and bottom lane. A little bit more back and forth. Varian charges in. No taunt activation onto the Orphea. Don't think there's enough burst damage to take her down. A Shadow Charge from Diablo does connect onto Polite Gamer. Mark trying to back away now, getting hit with a big Shockwave, a Lurking Arm from Stukov. I think he was slowed from the weighted Pustule, but the Imperius is coming in here. He's gonna find the double Celestial Charge onto this Sylvanas and Stukov, and Sylvanas will not go down. The Solarian Flare was not enough, and now Zombie Boss is trying to back away with 40 HP, and it looks like Orphea will not be taken down, but whoo-wee. That was a little sketchy for both sides right there. 430 to 1K. Okay, cool. Chomp from the Orphea will be coming out. Polite Gamer trying to back away. Fitting is able just to rotate down to the camp below. Top lane, Sonya versus Leoric. Looks like Sonya's doing alright. She is slam build. It seems like she's managing up against the Leoric health bar. Back down over and bottom. Overpowered to Magdadio. The Celestial Charge coming through. Orphea looking for that final damage. Unfortunately, the Stukov's able to back away, and he will not be taken out. So, for those Twitch predicting, it does look like Orphea has been stuck in bottom lane. I'm curious if she's going to start doing some double soak to mid to help out with the team here, because right now she's staying down in bottom, trying to chase onto the Tassadar. Meanwhile in mid, Mark on this Diablo getting really low, will not be picked off as Imperius continues his best to clear out the wave. Lucio almost done with Party Mix. He's still got another 80 to go or so. Charge, taunt. No killing damage onto this Imperius, who uses the Celestial Charge to get back over to the fort front wall in mid lane. Does have to Hearth out for full mana as Leoric chills in the top lane. We have the Sunshrine held over to the side of Magnitude Epicenter, and 9 to 5 in bottom lane will hold the bottom objective point. Delta Sniper trying to back away. Mark tanking a couple tower shots. Tassadar looking to get that last little bit of damage, and he can do it! The Psy Storm will be able to find the kill. Big Lurking Arm from the Stukov, as Orphea Chomp talent level 7 was picked up. Ravenous Hunger. has 99,999 possible stacks. 3 currently. 95 souls for the Diablo, so he will not be responding faster. But I honestly think this early game, if I was the Diablo player, I'd be kind of happy dying before souls are finished. In the anticipation that you're going to get level 10 before the next time you die, and then you'll have the reduced soul consumption. Possibly. 10 talent tier almost here, but a little bit faster on the left-hand side for Magnitude Epicenter. Good rotations, good team fighting. As we are cycling through all those other numbers. Top shrine and bottom shrine held over to the side of Magnitude Epicenter, but does not look like they're going to be able to grab the mid lane Dragonite. Fitting was dealing with that, as well as Diablo getting the Moon Shrine back over to their side. What are you trying to find, Stuntman? What are you trying to find, Stuntman? Still got that Twitch prediction up and available. Delta Sniper getting low. That's a good lurking arm from Stukov, and Imperius will be taken down. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge, able to smoosh that Tassadar up against the wall, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 as heroes are traded in mid. But you know what else is going to be grabbed in mid? The Dragonite by Sonya. We do have Stukov going down right there. I make reality. Thank you for the follow. Stukov taken down. We also have the Tassadar picked off as well. The Dragonite with the team moves into bottom lane. Twitch prediction about to close here in a moment. Molten Flames from the Dragonite coming through. 10 talent tiers at the top of your screen. Crushing Jaws, Leap, Apocalypse, Angelic Armament, and the High Five Lucio. On the opposing side, Flailing Swipes, Wailing Arrow, Black Hole, and the Entomb for Leoric. We don't know Varian's level 10. He's going to go Shield Wall. As the talents do pop back up at the bottom of our screen, and we'll see that Shield Wall grabbed. Actually, for the time being, it looks like we might get a fight in this bottom lane, so let's take a look here really quickly. Get a nice zoom in. Sonya leaps in. The Apocalypse activated by the Diablo. A big burst onto Sylvanas, and Lucio finds that kill. Orphea chasing in with the Shadow Waltz. Flailing swipes from Stukov. I think there was like some sort of CC interrupt, but Mike takes too many tower shots, does go down. Diablo Shadow charging in, tanking tower shots as well. Can Varian get away? The overpower does put Varian in a good spot. The push off from the Lucio. Diablo still tanking tower shots, and Polite Gamer does go down in the bottom lane. Leoric, the lone survivor, as he's going to still double soak for his allies through mid lane, but with those multiple kills in the bottom here, and the fort going down, this is going to be a half a level lead to the side of 9-5. 29 stacks for the Orphea right now, as our Twitch prediction will close here in about 2 minutes. Doesn't look like I needed to do 10 minutes on that one, but still, gave you all a little bit more time to see the stackage, see the team fighting, see how kind of the mid-ish game is going. Okay, so Magnitude Epicenter uses the lurking arm to check the camp. Doesn't see anyone over here. Steps up for it. They do see the ping into this top lane camp. Imperius will show. Sonya's going to show. A few enemies showing in mid lane as well. Leoric with the Wraith Walk, short distance, drops the Drain Hope onto an enemy, and will be able to sustain. But it's a solid level lead and a talent tier over to the right-hand side as we continue to see the Celestial Charge build coming out from this Imperius player. Sonya did go into the Poison Spear as well as the Mythical Spear, levels 13. We don't see Mythical Spear 13 too often, but essentially, Ancient Spear always pulls Sonya to the target location, even if it doesn't hit an enemy. When using this way, not hitting an enemy here, reduce the cooldown by 5 seconds. Diablo and top maybe getting caught out here. Apocalypse activation, Angelic Armament from the Imperius activated, the Flailing Swipes coming out from the Stukov, and that is going to be a dead Tassadar, but Diablo will be traded. He's got that Soul Stone activation, so he will respawn at the Hall of Storms just now. Orphea in bottom lane, continuing to work through the chomp. 37 stacks currently. 8.5 minutes in. Not too bad. Zombie Boss holding bottom lane. Stukov will just manage mid. Sylvanas here as well. Camp to be stolen away. I don't think this is too greedy. There's still some respawns that were happening as you see the Tassadar and Leoric. Well, I think Leoric recalled actually because he didn't die earlier. Yo, what's up, Monk? Welcome back. Mike going for the channel, interrupted by Varian, who does finish out his level 1 Lion's Maw, but now Diablo is here and Varian is all alone. I do believe this should be a dead Varian. Lurking Arm from Stukov buys a little bit of time. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Black Hole to push back enemies, but the High Five from Lucio does deny any of that CC. The Haunting Wave from Sylvanas doesn't get the teleport activation because of the CC from Diablo into the wall. That's a good leap in from the Sonya, the Crushing Jaws to zone the enemies, and Polite Gamer trying to back away here. There's an Entomb from Leoric, a lurking arm down from Stukov. Fitting is getting a little bit low. The Imperius trying to Celestial Charge away. Can they trade into him? Orphea dashing around, and it looks like the Imperius will not be taken out. Orphea misses the Shadow Waltz right there, but still the sustained damage is coming out. Big chomp potential, huge Celestial Charge. Molten Armor activated, the taunt from the Varian. Polite Gamer pops the shield wall, and it's Imperius to go down. Lucio still trying to chase in. Varian with the shield wall. Lucio could get the double kill. The activation of the Apocalypse from Diablo. They will take down Leoric. Lucio still harassing on a Varian. Finds that kill. Macdadio will be taken down, and that's going to be a quadra kill in mid lane. Sylvanas was taken down, so technically it's a pentakill. Haunting Wave gets one delay on the objective, but Zombie Boss gets this channel with the Orphea. Meanwhile, in the north side, on the top lane, this is going to be Sonya just slamming, jamming, getting some structural value. Mid lane fort, front gate has been taken down. Leoric cheats a bit of death, and he will be able to respawn. Uses the Wraithwalk to deny the kick from the Dragonite. Doesn't seem like the members of 9 to 5 are too concerned with that Leoric, and they will continue to smash their way into this mid lane fort. Sonya grabs top lane. She still has a minion wave here. Oncoming minion wave. Leoric will rotate up here, but I think the fort will be dead by the time he makes it in lane. He actually 180s just at the end of that. Moves back down into mid. The Dragonite with 35 seconds left, 27%, moves down towards bottom. Leoric with a bit of Drain Hope. Celestial Charge over the wall for Imperius. Good Shadow Charge from the Diablo. Finishes out his level 13 Devastating Charge. And this is going to be still, this is actually a 2-level lead at this point with a talent tier advantage still. For half a level or more, favoring the side of 9 to 5, who had a, it was like maybe a wobbly start is a good way to put it. The first, 6-7 levels were a little wobbly, but honestly, post level 10, it's really been 9 to 5 all game number one. Sorry, my brain, the 6 to 9 keeps throwing me off every time I glance at it. Good Shadow Charge into the fort front, the keep front gate, but this is going to be a Black Hole from Tassadar, the Entomb from Leoric, the Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, and Diablo's souls will be consumed once again. He does have the Sacrificial Soul at level 4, which is going to give him some extra soulage from landing those Shadow Charges. Sonya using the Spear to back away. Shadow Waltz from Orphea for a little bit more movement. Leap is available for Sonya if she needs it. She's actually going to leap back into the enemies. The Apocalypse from the Diablo, as well as the Crushing Jaws from the Orphea. Here comes a good chomp onto Sylvanas. She gets taken down. 63 chomp stacks for the Orphea as Polite Gamer is able to charge in and take down the Sonya. We have Leoric going down as well. Polite Gamer should be smashed into the ground, and that'll be Diablo finding that kill. Some extra soulage for him as the Tassadar Force Wall does zone the enemies back. Diablo trying to close the distance with a Shadow Charge, but I don't think Delta Sniper will be caught out here as the way to push is thrown out by the Stukov, and that kind of is the end of it all. It looks like the Captain's Clash draft is supposed to be at 4 o'clock on Sunday my time. So that could work out perfectly with Stormgate casting, actually. If the Stormgate tournament ends around 4 o'clock, which I think it should, somewhere in there, then we can move right into the Heroes draft. So that'll be fun. Man, we got a really fun week planned for us. A lot of good variety, a lot of good Heroes of the Storm. I'm excited. I hope you're all enjoying the stream. Hope you're all looking forward to this week's games. The big thing to note is Friday we have Mario Kart versus Chat. Mario Kart versus Chat. There is a Discord event if you'd like the localized time, but it will be at about 12:30 my time. And I live on the west coast of the United States, so you can just type that in and figure it out. Noon 30. About noon 30, I believe we're going to be starting Mario Kart. I think that'll give us the opportunity to get 4 races in before we have Discord movie night. Entomb for Leoric goes fishing for the Imperius but can't find it. Diablo Apocalypse does come into this and kind of zones the enemies back for a moment. Quarter of a level to go for that 20 talent here, and so I don't disagree with Magnitude Epicenter trying to find something in mid. I mean, that was the best opportunity before the enemy team does hit that talent tier advantage, and here we are, level 20. We do have the upgrade on Wrath of Angiris, or excuse me, the Angelic Armament. The Heavenly Host. Hold on, Varian may be caught out here. Celestial Charge finds him. High 5 Mixing Fire from Lucio to deny some of the healing coming in from Stukov, if any. Lucio with another mixing fire. Flailing swipes from Stukov do push back the enemy. The Celestial Charge denied. Orphea trying to go in, gets hit with or does get cleansed by the high five, but the Dragonite picked up by the side of 5-9. 9-5, sorry. 9-5 will be able to push in through bottom lane with the Dragonite. Sonya grabbing mid. There's a camp in top lane. Leoric is D-pushing. A kick on to Stukov, throws him back into the Hall of Storms almost. But 20 Talent here continues to kind of zone the enemies back, as well as Varian dead for the next 12 seconds. Another kick going out. Celestial Charge on the left-hand side of our screen. Look at that damage from the finishing... Look at that last little bit of damage from Celestial Charge. Like, it almost took down Sylvanas. The burst is insane. Like, I always talk about this. Like, Celestial Charge build Imperius is so good, and I'm glad we're getting a fantastic example of that. And Tomb from Leoric does find said Imperius. There will be an Apocalypse, a Wailing Arrow, Flailing Swipes coming out from Stukov. There is a Stasis from the core mechanics right there. A Taunt from Varian, a Lurking Arm from Stukov. Another charge in from Varian. Shock Rays from Tassadar coming out. Delta Sniper trying to poke at the enemies right there. Does have that Thermal Lance level 16 for burst damage based on percent HP. But it doesn't look like anyone will be taken down on the right-hand side. Oh, Imperius will be interrupted. Nice check of the bush with Varian's Lion's Fang. And they're going for this fight because the right side team, 9-5, are a bit wounded. They're a bit wounded in this after that siege through bottom. So Magnitude Epicenter pushing in. Nicely done. Good aggression. Seems like we'll get some well taps, build up those mana bars, a little bit on the health bar as well. Lucio amps it up, and now, what do we got going on here? What is the what's the setup? We know that there's a bunch of players floating around in this mid area. They'll rotate in. They're looking at Tassadar. Lands the Celestial Charge. Big burst damage onto Delta Sniper, who has to use the Shadow Walk from level 13 to back away to safety behind the Keep Front Gate, which has already been damaged quite a bit. We do have bottom lane fort still up, so this is consistent catapult pressure in bottom lane with no periodic to match, as our shrines will activate here in 28 seconds. Tassadar trying to find some Shockray value, but no connections onto the enemies there. Turn off this little tea heater so I don't get scalding hot tea at the bottom of my mug. But the important thing to note is 20 Talent is rolling in for the left-hand side for Magnitude Epicenter. They'll have the Buried Alive. They'll have the Force Wall, the Force Barrier upgrade. Entomb Buried Alive on Sonya. She's trying to get out so she can leap, but she doesn't have... Man, the body blocking from Leoric was wonderfully done right there. Sonya couldn't get out of the Entomb. If she was able to get out, she would have had Leap. She had Leap available, so that would have been maybe the disengage tool. But that singular pick in top lane is a big moment for our left side squad. We do have the Deafening Blast, and we actually have Demoralizing Shout for the Variant. We don't see Demoralizing Shout, like, ever. Activate to demoralize nearby enemies, enemy heroes, reducing damage they deal by 40% for 5 seconds. And the Deafening Blast, enemies at the center of Wailing Arrow's explosion take 50% more damage and are silenced for twice as long. The silence baseline is 2.5 seconds, so it's a 5-second silence now. Soul Shield activated for Diablo. He goes in with the Apocalypse. They're focusing on Tassadar, who did use the Shadow Walk to get away. That's a huge Entomb onto 2, and the double kill coming through. 73 stacks for our Twitch prediction on the Orphea level 7. Mithril Mace for our Leoric level 16 is done. Level 1 for Varian's finished. Diablo, of course, he had souls consumed. Down to 25. Imperius grabs top lane. Leoric is going to show. He's probably going to land the Celestial Charge into him. No. Looking for the Sylvanas here, actually. Angelic Armament comes through. Don't forget the Heavenly Host. Which, honestly, I feel like you want the never-ending brand at level 20 with this Celestial Charge build, but that's just me. Shadow Charge into the wall. Push off from Lucio. A high five in there as well with the Mixing Fire. Healing Denial, and that's Lucio getting the kill. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, silencing a few enemies. Leoric is going to be able to land the Entomb. Diablo is just silenced for the last few seconds. A huge leap spear onto Vegan. Damage over time. Not enough. The globe picked up by Mac Daddy, as well as a healing pustule spread, but that's going to be a Celestial Charge back into the Sun Shrine. A Force Barrier can't find the fitting. Leoric, does he have an Entomb? Not for another 30 seconds. I was going to say, it's pretty... He used it not too long ago, but you never know sometimes when you're casting. So it's even talent here, and this post-20 era is really good for the side of Magnitude Epicenter. Maybe they can reel this map back in their favor. They got a long road to go, as Orphea does get this Moonshrine in the bottom lane, and that denies the Dragonite channel. Nicely done, as there was a bit of a delay through mid. And Orphea still 73 stacks. I thought she was about to rotate into bottom. I'm like, that's really risky, but no, she's gonna take a super safe rotation back into mid lane, and she'll be able to clear out this wave easily. Big old chomp. Picks up a few more stacks. Camp in the right side of our screen will be grabbed here. Imperius gets the Sunshine. Moonshine goes over to the side of 9 to 5. And by the way, we have brand new tier 1 emotes. We have the objection. We have 2 objection emotes if you're a tier 1 sub. Tier 2s and tier 3s, there's a bandit fine, this is fine emote, so the dog with all the fire behind him. It's basically, we did a bandit version of that for the tier 2 and 3s. Leoric is hit with an overpower shadow charge into the wall, celestial charge as well, and man oh man, Leoric couldn't do a single thing right there. Bursted down by the enemies of 9 to 5 as Magnitude Epicenter, well, they'll be able to deny the Dragonite. Delta Sniper gets onto the top lane point. We have Varian who's chilling in mid as well. Diablo Soul's currently at 86. But as I mentioned before, keep in mind he's got the Sacrificial Soul. When he lands that Shadow Charge collision, he gets 10 souls and currently 20 armor. But if he's at full souls, he gets 40 armor for 3 seconds? 3 seconds, yes. Sonya spears in. Taunt from Varian onto this Imperius as a lurking arm as well. The Mortal Wound denying some of the healing from Lucio. We have the Angelic Armament popped. MDC is about to respawn, and those Angelic Armament shots do not connect onto anyone. Orphea lands the Shadow Waltz, is able to dash away, almost gets pulled inside the Entomb. That's a big Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas at the center, that 5-second silence. Lucio just trying to keep the healing coming through is the best he can do. That's going to be Orphea finding the kill onto the Stukov here. Shadow Charge from the Diablo does fill up his souls. I actually think the kill did that either way, but Orphea finds another kill. Mid lane body blocking's pretty good. The Orc trying to get some slows, trying to cheat a bit of death, but it seems like with the camp and such arriving through bottom, this is going to be the core call from the side of 9 to 5. Mark trying to get away here. He doesn't have a target to Shadow Charge too, so he tanks too many keep shots and will go down. The core in bottom lane, or through bottom lane, is getting low. Demoralizing shot activated right there. Varian charges over the catapults, but it doesn't matter. There's enough damage on core, not enough members to defend. This is going to be map number 1 over to the side of 9 to 5. GG, well played. Orphea ended the game with 85 stacks. Doubters get paid. Alrighty.
Prepare yourself
There we
for
go.
battle, hero.
Welcome back, everybody. On the left-hand side, we are going to be taking a look at the Magnitude Epicenter, down in this best-of-3 series for Division A of NGS. We have got MDC Blaze, Delta Sniper Tassadar, MacDaddy on the Anduin, Polite Gamer Garrosh, and Vegan Lunara. Right side of the map, we are going to be taking a look at 9 to 5, looking to make this a quick 2-0 series in the Division A of NGS. We've got Fitting Johanna, Ferret Rhaegar. Mike will be your Rexar, Misha played by Misha. Zombie Boss on the Li Ming. And our Twitch prediction, Mark on the Vala with Krita the Hunter level 1. There you go. Map number 2 is here, and let's see what we got going on. Nice check of the bush with the Psy Storm from Tassadar. Does go Psy Infusion level 1. Misha charging in, doesn't find any CC. Blaze just above, maybe looking for the Jet Propulsion, but none to be found. Do you think, chat, we'll get Grill and Kill? Because I really don't think we will. Just waiting for the day when someone starts to try and make Grill and Kill meta. Chastise will hit the Johanna right there, but she won't be taken down. Shock Rays coming out from Testar. Good ground breaker onto the Vala. There was a cleanse from Rhaegar, but it's Johanna being thrown out of position. She's fine for the time being. Thank you, Ash Mantle. And Rexar top lane. Okay. Chilling in top. We have camps to be grabbed in the left and the right. What's up, Kalavoth? How you doing, bud? Good to see you today. Hope you've had a good weekend. Good Monday. And you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Alrighty, so Siege Camp is grabbed over here. Toss onto Fitting from Garage. The Force Well from Tassadar does apply or go out, but doesn't seem like that'll be enough to take down the Johanna. Vala continues to build her auto stacks. By the way, if you know the results of the gamble, you are welcome to predict. Just don't spoil it in chat, please. You are absolutely welcome to gamble if you know the results. Hell, if you even... But here's the thing. And this is why we also do these. Most of the time, even the player who played the Vala doesn't even know how many stacks they had at the end. I can't tell you how many times I've done a Ghillie Shark at Bingo Night prediction like that, and someone like Stark or someone will be like, I played in this game and I don't know. Uh-oh, Vala thrown out of position. She does go down. First blood to the left-hand side of Magnitude Epicenter. Good burst damage. Good setup from Garrosh. A zombie boss needs to back away. Lunar and friends will continue to push. We do have the Blossom Swell level 4. More shock rays out from the Tassadar. We got 430 points on the Vala to overstack, or stack and then some. Altar activation number 1 of the game. Rexar with the Hunter-Gatherer level 4. Pretty common on that one. Light Gamer was stepping up there. Not sure if they had a toss. Oh, there's an enemy toss. I guess they just couldn't find a target, or maybe one they liked. So we got Healing Totem for the Rhaegar. We'll actually see the Johanna go hold your ground for a little bit more defensive, to increase her defensive tools. Indomitable, pretty much standards across the board. Nothing, I guess no subdue is the big thing, but... Left and right bell towers traded, 4 to 4 in shots, down to 36 apiece. Center fight will break out. Blaze is rotating in, and it looks like Rexar Misha head back to top lane. Johanna gets taken out. The Jet Propulsion doesn't find the CC to mark, as the Oil Slick does slow. Vala Death Dealer level 4. And that'll be 8 shots in total into the core of 9 to 5. Magnitude Epicenter with a slight lead in map number 2. Can they make this a 3-map series? We're going to find out. Nano machine coding for the Blaze makes a lot of sense. So you get the enemy standing in oil spill and ignited oil spills have their attack speed reduced. That's really good up against the Vala. The burst damage on the zombie boss. Beautifully done. Lunara gets that kill. 3-0 in kills as this camp was invaded as well. And can Garrosh and friends get this to move into lane and maybe get the charge value? Lunara did go Sentinel Wisp level 1. Ooh, 1 sapper into the gate. Oh, that's actually not that bad. They get the entire fort front wall at the end. I really wish, and I don't think this will ever happen, I wish there was some sort of questing talent so we could see something different than Sentinel Wisp level 1. Like, I wish Sentinel Wisp was one of those, like, baked-in talents, like Muradin hitting level 10, Jaina getting her Ice Block after X amount of damage. I'd love if it was, like, a baseline thing, like, reveal X amount of enemies, X time, like, reveal X enemies, and then you get the Sentinel Wisp value, so that way we would see different level 1s. That's what I would like to see. Like, make Sentinel Wisp a baseline quest. I think that'd be perfect for Lunara. Just so we can get, like, anything else at level 1. Yeah. That is like the one HOTS development thing that I've said, and I actually think would make sense for Lunara.
The altars have risen.
Flawless technique baseline, in your opinion? All right. That's like when there's been some viewers in the past who are like, they would like suggest buffs to a character, and it's like, dude, you You're literally just making the character, like, the most OP thing in the game. They're like, yeah, I want my favorite character to be the best in the game. It's like, that's... Okay, whatever. I know, I'm not going to argue this. Vegan is getting chunked a little bit by the Vala. 40 stacks for her. Zombie Boss gets the right side, and it looks like we have Bell Towers traded. But in the end, it's still going to be 32 to 28 favoring the right-hand side. Like, it was like, I want like, Zagara Creep to be unkillable and to spread the same way it does in StarCraft 2. And I'm like, bro, that's, like, busted. What? That idea right there is... Jesus! Hi, Cav!
Hi, I may not be around much next couple weeks, but here is this.
Oh, well, I hope for a good reason. I hope you're going on vacation or something, bud. Thank you for the tier 2 for 37 months. Thanks for scaring the crap out of me. Yeah, exactly. Like, Heroes of the Storm players should not be the ones to recommend balance changes. And I know I literally recommended something earlier, but I think mine's fair. I don't think Heroes of the Storm community should be the ones developing the game. I think someone put like something in Twitch chat once, and I literally was just like, no. Vala vaulting away over here on the right-hand side. We currently have a light bomb under the garage that does not find any CC. Currently have MDC doing their best to body block, and Vala continues to sustain the auto attacks. A zombie boss gets chunked by the Tassadar right there, but won't be taken down. Groundbreaker for Garrosh. Rexar gets a cleanse out from Rhaegar. The Ancestor Healing coming out of the Vala. That is going to be Tassadar first going down. The Disintegrate looking for a reset for Zombie Boss Li Ming. Currently have a Rain of Vengeance trying to anticipate the blaze coming out of the bunker right there, and he does get taken down. Bestial Wrath, by the way, level 10 for Rexar. This is the second time we've seen Bestial Wrath within the last month. So something's in the water for Division... I think it was Division A too. I think it was also Division A who played Bestial Wrath. So increase Misha basic attack damage by 200% for 12 seconds. Less shield, Ancestor Healing. We'll see the Rain of Vengeance disintegrate. Lunar with Thornwood Vines. Warlord's Challenge. Light Bomb, Black Hole, and Bunker. Next objective phase will be singular. Nope, it's going to be double in the center and the bottom. Blaze and Rexar currently having a bit of a 1v1 here. Tassadar on your minimap, you can see, is rotating up. See, not like Cav hasn't responded. I really want to know what's up, but I guess maybe it's a personal thing. So. Next objective announcement should be here in a moment. Wisp in the bush. Vala bottom right currently. 13s are almost here. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ninja. I appreciate it. I'll send him a DM after the game then, or after the stream. I'll hit up Cav and privately talk to him. If he doesn't want to share, he doesn't want to share. It's no big deal. Bless Shield from the Johanna coming out. There's going to be a Condemn from her as well onto 2. They're looking to step into the Tassadar. Flanked from Rexar and Misha. There's a charge. The Bestial Wrath activated. Focusing onto Tassadar, but it looks like Mike Ike needs to back away. The Rain of Vengeance from Vala not getting any CC, and Misha will go down. The Black Hole from Tassadar is pretty good right here, pushing enemies back. Polite Gamer trying to step into this corridor, but getting a little bit low. The Ancestor Healing will be able to buff up the Johanna health bar, and also her Iron Skin denies that Light Bomb CC. Speaking of CC, we do have the Warlord's Challenge onto the Rexar. Misha up in 4 seconds. A Purge from Ferret does allow Mike Ike to back off, and Misha now respawning right next to Rexar. Bottom lane Sapper Camp being pushed in here. Waiting to see what's going to happen. One Sapper does charge in. A little poke damage onto that wave, but we do have 4 shots coming from the mid position, 4 shots from the bottom, and it looks like in this game we do have 9-5 in the lead Magnitude Epicenter looking to make this fight work out in their favor, but I don't know about that right now. It's going to be a good rain of vengeance from Val. The Delta Sniper getting chunked right now by the Leaping Disintegrate. There's going to be an ally toss, but that went onto Lunara by accident. Huge Divine Star from Anduin saves Polite Gamer from going down. A Jet Propulsion from Blaze gets a nice big splash. Zombie Boss looking for resets, but that ain't happening right now. And that right there is going to be a multitude of kills. Quadra kill, technically, for the side of Magnitude Epicenter. And they're going to make the smart call and say, let's take down bottom lane Bell Tower and get 5 shots into the enemy. Make this game our lead. And they will absolutely do that, as we do have center teleport opening up in 1 minute. Mac Daddy-O with the channel. Rexar Misha heading over to top lane. And I am out of tea, apparently. Alright, Divine Star out from the Anduin. Sentinel Wisp being moved around from Lunara, but we know that the enemies are the... I guess, yeah, the enemies are currently in the top lane. Looking to step up into bottom. There's the Sapper Camp to push in, but it's still far away at the midpoint, just about in bottom lane. Warlord's challenge attempted by Garrosh, but he doesn't find anyone to pull out of position with that. It's a 1-point difference in this game. Next objective phase is triple, top left and right, and 1 in the bottom location. Force wall from Tassadar. No one... Oh, nice ally toss. That's going to be 1 Sapper over the wall. Enemy toss to push back the Johanna. But the last 2 sappers are cleared away. So it's a 2-point difference in the game. And as I said, it's 12 minutes in-game time. We're going to be seeing the center teleport open up, as well as the structure upgrades. All structures are now keep value rather than fort value, so they're bolstered in their health and damage. And I believe the experience they give as well to the enemy who does take it down, so there's that too. Another Sapper Camp grab for bottom lane. Anduin with a couple heals out onto Polite Gamer. Force wall from Tassadar, trying to just zone the enemies and also get some poke damage onto the Johanna health bar. Vala poking out, 106 stacks currently. Johanna gets thrown in, activates the Iron Skin. Warlord challenge from Blaze does not, or from Garrosh does not connect. Blaze goes in with the Jet Propulsion, that misses as well. The Light Bomb not connecting either. Ancestor healing as Johanna just steps in. There's going to be tower shots to deal with. The Black Hole from Tassadar to push back the enemies. Polite Gamer so very low, and the Divine Star from Anduin will heal up, and it's Johanna the one to go down. 3 sappers still in this lane, but it looks like 2 of the 3 are cleared away. The 3rd goes down. What's going to happen with this objective phase? It's 24 to 22. We could see 10 shots coming out from the left-hand side, and I do anticipate that. Unfortunately, no grilling kill. We've got the collision course and the thermal protection. Yikes forever. There's 5 shots. A little fight in mid lane, and Mark does go down, trying to trade, but Disintegrate from Li Ming does get the reset that's going to be. Is there a Calamity blink in? The Disintegrate's not getting the heal, the damage she's hoping for. Blink away. There's going to be another combination coming out from Li Ming, and oh my god, they almost take down MDC. Polite Gamer will not be taken out, and I can't believe it. Zombie Boss doesn't get the kills. Oh, that's got to be frustrating as a Li Ming player. That was so close to Reset City. That was so close to the YouTube pop-off. But it's not happening. Li Ming goes down to bottom. Johanna respawning. Death timers are, well, they're average. I mean, they're around 30 seconds, I do believe. Okay. Bottom keep does go down. Bottom left-hand side sappers will be picked up by Anduin and Garrosh. Blaze in the top lane to do the same. All right. Singular bell tower in the bottom of the map. It's 21 to 12 in core HP, and our Vala stackage is at 129 for the Twitch believers or doubters. Doubters got to be kind of sweating a little bit. Still a lot of game. Well, I was gonna say there's a lot of game meat to go. I don't know why I was trying to use that phrasing, but I mean, like, 4 boss, that takes it down to, yeah. That would take it down to a one-shot game, or a 1 bell tower game. Garrosh is able to throw away the enemies. Multi-shots coming out from the Johanna, or from the Vala. Johanna stepping in with the Iron Skin Condemn. Sappers in bottom cleared away. Misha and Rexar managing top lane. Looks like they'll be able to do that. Rotating to mid, maybe grab another wave. It is 10 to 4 in our kills, and it's looking like the experience is pretty close still, though. Minion experience is making up that chunk right there. Minion experience is making up quite a bit right there. Tassadar going for the bottom left channel. No interrupt currently. Vala trying to get in here. There's going to be a shield grip from Johanna a little too late, and that's 4 more shots into the right, down to 8 HP. Disintegrate from Li Ming, the ally toss to save Anduin. Mac Daddy so very low, that could be a reset for Li Ming, but she can't get the damage into this. Risha goes in, will be taken down. More Arcane Orbs thrown in, but in the end, it's 21-8 in core HP. Misha taken out. And it's looking promising for a map number 3 at this current trajectory. Shield glare from the Johanna, trying to get out of here. That will be an enemy toss. I'm not sure where that one was supposed to go. Maybe it was the Wrecking, maybe it was the Earthshaker value right there for the 0.5 stun, but unfortunately Garrosh is going to be going down. Vala picks up her 150th plus stack. She's at 165. As Disintegrate comes out. Vala actually chased over here in the top lane. I didn't even see that. 169 on the Vala stackage. Mid fort goes down. I don't think they're going to be able to stop this from happening. Rexar did go into the frenzy of Kalmador. Rexar basic attacks deal 10% more damage, and Misha basic attacks slow the target by 20%. So it's kind of like Nexus Blades. Johanna with the Blinded by the Light, makes sense with the level 1, and the 16, we got the Ancestral Healing Farseer's Blessing, Talrash's Elements, and the Farflight Quiver for the Vala. She's 30 stacks away for the Twitch Believers. Honestly, if the Twitch Believers get paid out, it's pretty big. Twitch Believers sitting there like, Vala, just attack the enemies. Singular altar in the bottom of the map. Mid is being converted, but I don't think they're going to get bottom in time. No, they will. This should be 6 shots into the enemy core. Can they get the sappers in too? No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll be seeing the sappers get pushed in. Garrosh chilling in the bush. Mid fort does go down. No, they're gonna get these. They're gonna get 2 in, aren't they? One over the wall. One of them's low. It steps in, and yes. That is going to be a total of 8 shots just now. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Rexar thrown into the death zone by Garrosh, and Tassadar finds that kill. Johanna gets the Ancestral just in time. The bunker coming down from Blaze. Polite Gamer gets disintegrated by Li Ming. That's a reset for her. Going to try and find another one into Blaze, but he will not be low enough to be taken down. 1 sapper cleared. There's 1 over the wall, 2 over the wall, and that's going to be 10 shots. As Tassadar does go down to Vala, who, by the way, is over 200 stacks, chat, and she is cleaning up this fight with the help of... No, Vala! She stepped a little too close to the death zone right there, and she will be taken out by the Nexus forces. But for those believers, 211 stacks, y'all getting paid quite a bit. I feel like Ashmantle always like throws a little bit like a 420 or a 10 in, and always comes out on, not always, but like 80% of the time comes on the top. Purge used to slow down the vegan, and Lunara trying to get away. The Blessed Shield wasn't enough to get the kill, but that's a picked up by the side of 9-5 in the late game here as a single altar comes up in the center of the map. Totem down from Rhaegar to tank some shots here, but it looks like Zombie Boss will Hearth. Gonna have to cancel that because the minion wave. We'll see center teleport opened up. Often enough, I know, right? Like, it's wild how, like, you just kind of play the odds to, like, throw odds on it, and then you come out on top, and it's wild to me. You gotta be sitting on some... You're gonna be sitting on a treasure trove of channel points. Boss is up, 6-8 in core HP, mid lane fight. Blaze comes through the center teleport, doesn't anticipate so many enemies around. The bunker comes down from Blaze, immediately cleared up by Li Ming. Here comes Vala through the center as well. A force wall from Tassadar. Misha thrown out of position. She does have the Bestial Wrath activated, and she does get taken down. But it's Lunara still dead for 10 seconds. Are they going to go for boss? Or are they going to feign boss? What's the game plan? So they're faking boss. The enemies are not buying it, so they're just going to go for it. These are the best tower games. I love tower games this close. Two to 8 HP. Double objective phase coming up next, and it's kind of a check position for Magnitude Epicenter from 9-5. Magnitude Epicenter has to fight around the next objective into the enemy territory. Otherwise, well, GG, you can't just trade objectives here. That boss grab was huge. Ancestral Healing comes through just in time. The Blinded by the Light from the Johanna will get the activation right before that. The Blessed Shield comes through. The Blaze trying to back away. Can he get out of this alive? The Misha charge through the enemies. The body blocking from Rexar is pretty good, and Vala finds the kill. That's a reset for Li Ming, who actually finds another one off of Garrosh on the low side of this lane. Vala vaulting forward, does have that Death Dealer, trying to get Delta Sniper, but doesn't have the range to get that last auto attack in. And double objective phase, top, left, and right. And realistically, all they have to do is set up around this right side, and it's GG well played. Anduin, Tassadar, and Lunara for the defense here, and they have to, well, they got to commit. Misha finds the charge. Li Ming with the burst, but doesn't take down Delta Sniper. Still have Rhaegar on the right-hand side, and I don't think, yeah, this is going to be GG's right here. It looks like 9-5 will take our best-of-3 series in a 2-0. Gonna find a couple more resets for Li Ming, but I don't think they'll get the Finland at the end of this, as that is Lunara, the lone liver. The lone one to live. Such a great map. It is my favorite map to play and cast. Literally my favorite map to play and cast. All right, Vala stackage. She was over 200, so let's pay out the people. Nicely done, everybody.